Penelope. Hey, girl. Her moment for how adorable she is under the bassinet. Is that your favorite spot? Yeah. Little clothes and socks and hats and mittens. The mittens are buried, but they're in there. My baby boy is coming. 1 week. I just finished filming my diaper bag video, and there are a few things that I took out. That I don't need for the hospital stay, but I will need for my son's diaper bag. But I'm gonna just go ahead and fold those up and put them in his little drawer system. I need to put his little sign and umbilical cord care in the bag. I need to remember to grab a Sharpie. So we are now 7 days away from induction. This time next week, we will be checking into the hospital and preparing to go into labor. And I'm still feeling really good. I don't really feel the nerves yet. I'm just hoping that we can do everything naturally. I'm hoping for no tearing. I'm hoping for as smooth of a delivery as possible, because things are going to be a little chaotic after my son is born, because I am considered high risk because of my baby's congenital heart defect. They are going to be taking him straight to the NICU, and there are 3 things that they're going to be assessing him for. So they're going to assess his breathing. They are going to assess his ability to feed. And then they are also going to assess his heart. So he has to have an echo. They're going to do a closer look at his heart. And I'm just hoping and praying that all goes well. Hoping and praying that we can take our sweet boy home. The heart defect won't keep him, just based on what they've seen. Conditions have cleared up quite a bit since they first diagnosed the heart defect. That won't be a reason for him to stay in the NICU. I'm feeling really good about everything. I'm feeling like we're not going to have a NICU stay. I'm hoping we're not going to have a NICU stay. But yeah. Oh, he is active. And I'll get clips of the labor and delivery. It's not going to be something that I'm vlogging like minute for minute. You're not going to see me pushing or anything like that. But you will see clips of like check-ins, quick check-ins, how I'm doing, what's going on. Because I do want to look back at these memories, and I do want to be able to come back and see these things for myself. But I also want to be mindful of my child's privacy. I also want to be mindful of my privacy, and a lot of me will be very exposed. So there's some things that I'm willing to share with the internet, and then there are some things that's going to be recorded that I am not going to share. But that's my prerogative. And I'm glad y'all understand. With that being said, I am going to read some more. Currently reading Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. So I'm going to put up my son's extra clothes from the diaper bag, and then I'm going to get in bed and I'm going to read. Once I summon the energy, I'm going to keep working on my bookshelves. I started doing some work yesterday on them, and they're turning out really good. I'm really happy with my Disney bookshelf. I'm still working on the other 4. But we'll figure it out. So once I get some more energy, because I'm a little tired now after this video. Once I get some more energy, I might edit the video, or I will go and work on my bookshelves. It just depends on whatever I'm in the mood for. So 7 days until we start the process of bringing my son into the world. Yeah. Here's the bump. Let me show y'all. Oh. He is moving up a storm in here. So here's the bump. He is so heavy. Oof. With that being said, I'm about to put my belly brace on. And then I am going to sit down and read. And then I'll work on either the bookshelf or editing videos. At this time, I'm probably gonna be editing videos. I think I'm about to change out of this dress and get into something more comfortable. Oh Lord. And then we will go from there. So I will see y'all tomorrow for what, day 6? Because the bookshelf video is gonna be something completely separate. So see y'all tomorrow. 6 days. 6 days. Hey y'all, welcome back to another day. We are about to head to our final doctor's appointments. We have an ultrasound scheduled for baby boy to just check and assess him. And then we have our final prenatal appointment where we're going to get more information about what induction is going to look like and the entire process. And I'm feeling really good. My husband and I are going to go ahead and load our stuff in the Jeep just in case. My stomach has dropped. And it kind of don't look like it because I'm sitting, but I promise you, it dropped. I'm feeling really good. I had a little breakdown earlier and it got real. So I need to take this purple patch off, and I think I'm gonna throw on a quick wing and some mascara, and then they're back from the walk. So it's time to get ready for the appointment.
But 2 singles, Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages, are already heating up the country charts, making her the first black woman to reach #1. Beyonce writing, Act 2 is a result of challenging myself and taking...
All right, y'all. So I am currently reading Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. I'm on page 174, and it's kind of hard to explain what's happening in the story without giving it away. But this is after a big revelation has come about. There are some changes taking place in Magnolia's life, and that's just pretty much where I'm at. I'm enjoying the book thus far. I haven't been as consistent with reading this book like I have been before. It's just been a lot going on. Yesterday we had our final prenatal appointment and our final scan before baby boy is born, and he's doing great. He's moving, he's low in position where he needs to be. So things are looking good and hopeful for Sunday's induction, and I'm excited about that. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the reading. So far, I'm enjoying the book. I very much have been looking forward to getting back to BJ and Magnolia's story. I was not expecting the revelation that came about to come about, so that threw me off. I know people said that they have been emotional with this one and were completely wrecked with the last one, the 5th book in the series. But I'm not exactly sure when I will be reading books 4 and 5, because I also hear that Daisy hates The Great Undoing as an emotional one too. So I'm excited, but I still need to order those because I don't have copies of them, and I'm not particularly in a rush to get them because there are other series and other books that I want to read. So speaking of which, let me put my bookmark here and let's talk about these other books that I would like to read before the end of the month. I do have some books at the library that I need to pick up, so I'm gonna see if my husband is in the mood to drive me around the corner to the library today. We'll talk about those books once I get them. I believe it is Light Lark and Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. So I guess I'm just in a series type mood. Anyway, so I just read the first chapter of Phantasma, and this is definitely going to be a book outside of my comfort zone, but it seems like it is definitely going to grab my attention just based on the first few pages of this first chapter. So I do think that this is actually not going to take me that long to read. Then I also just read the first chapter of Throne of Glass. Now I will say Phantasma grips my attention a little bit more just simply because of how it opened. It starts with like a lot of action. Throne of Glass does not really start with like action per se, but it does start with something that makes the reader go, uh-oh, how is this gonna go? So I think that's pretty interesting. But other than that, I am thinking of different ideas for what I want my book content on the channel to be like, as well as some of my regular content while I'm on maternity leave and even beyond. But now what we're here for the reading. So I'm gonna do some more reading of Magnolia Parks. I'll check in with y'all later, I guess. Hey y'all, so we are now 4 days away from induction, and today has been a pretty good day. So it's just been me and my fur baby at home today, but I did go to lunch with my cousin who wanted to treat me to a nice lunch before I give birth, and she actually works at the hospital next door to the hospital that I'll be delivering at. So we made a plan for her to make me some deviled eggs for me to have when I'm in the hospital. And I was just like, well, I don't know if I'll have a refrigerator. So she's a nurse, so she gave me the rundown on like what to tell the nurses and like what refrigerators are available and things like that. So I thought that was pretty nice. And my mom also paid me a visit earlier today because she wanted to come and pick up some of her food that she didn't pick up the other day. And so I had gave her that food yesterday, And so I gave her that food, and then I gave her some chili that my aunt had made me as well. And then we stopped at Bath and Body Works for me to get some wall plug-ins, and I ended up having 2 rewards. So I used one to get some aromatherapy shower gel. That's pretty much the gist of what's happened today. So my husband is working late. I'm here to talk about how I'm feeling about things and how things are going as we are in the final days, as I am in my final days of pregnancy. And I am feeling still really good. The nerves have not kicked in just yet. Kind of feels like my wedding. Everybody kept asking me, are you nervous? Are you worried? Like, have the nerves kicked in? And I was just like, no. Even the morning of my wedding, I felt at peace. I felt calm. I felt good. I was just ready to see my man. I wasn't nervous about anything. And I kind of feel the same way now. Like, I feel a significant peace. I know that this is something that I've never done before. In the same way, I've never gotten married before. And I know they are 2 totally different things, but they are big life events that I chose for myself. And so it's a little bit different. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really excited. I am looking forward to holding my son and getting skin to skin time and just becoming a mama. I'm so excited. More than anything, more than I am afraid of labor, more than I am afraid of a NICU stay. I'm just excited to put my eyes on this little boy that I have been carrying. As I think about my pregnancy journey, I think about all of the difficulties. I think about all of the stress, all of the anxiety, all of the pain, all of the crying, all of the doctor's appointments and co-pays. My God, I know that my son is going to be here, and it feels all worth it. I just want to hold him and protect him from the world and see how much of my personality he has, see how much of my husband's personality he has. I'm just so excited. I'm just so honored and privileged to be this little boy's mother. I know that he is going to be so great. I know that he's going to be so special. I know that his story is going to be a testimony of others of how God can take difficult situations and work it out for your greater benefit. He's going to be an example of how the doctors said one thing and thought one thing, but God had the final say so. Good morning, y'all. So we are now 3 days away from induction, 4 days away from meeting our son, and I'm in bed trying to finish up Magnolia Parks the long way home. So I'm probably not going to leave bed until I finish it. because I need to be done with this book today so I can move on to the next. I also made quite a dent in Harlem Rhapsody, and for whatever reason, my mind just did not compute the fact that Jessie Fawcett, I think is her name, is actually a real woman. I mean, I knew W.E.B. Du Bois is a real person. I knew that, but I just didn't know that this was historical fiction based on real people. That's been pretty interesting. My fingers have also swollen to the point where it became difficult for me to put my wedding rings on and take them off. So I have taken them off. I have a place filler for now, but I ordered a set of rings on Amazon just to wear that is similar to my wedding rings because I would like to stay married even though my fingers are swollen. So I'm just going to clean my rings and put them away until my fingers go down enough for me to put them back on. But that's pretty much all I have going on this morning. I need to do some laundry, and by that I mean like put up clothes. I think that's the only thing I really need to do. I need to look at my checklist. I also want to record a video for an idea that I have for once my son is born, and I could actually start working on that. I do need to edit for sure because I need to get a video up tomorrow and schedule some videos for next week just to make sure that my posting stays consistent. And I need to work on I got quite a few things I need to do. Most of them are on the computer, so that's a positive. But I am so tired. I'm so sleepy. I'm probably gonna fall asleep in the middle of me reading. I have like 2 more pages to finish Magnolia Parks, so I'm gonna finish that in a second. My baby girl is here with me. I'm about to put up this laundry that I have. I just put the last load for today in the dryer. So once those are finished, I'll put the next 2 loads up, and then I probably won't wash a final load until Saturday. And I'm gonna wash our sheets on Saturday as well as whatever clothes are left. Everything else is just gonna have to wait. I wonder if this will still be okay, even when I'm not pregnant. I think so. We'll hang on to this. I'm gonna hang on to some of my maternity stuff, but most of it's going. This is nothing exciting that I'm doing, so let me just do the laundry and I will check in with y'all later when it's time to get something else accomplished, because I'm probably gonna sit down and do nothing for a little bit, finish the book, and move on to the next after I finish the laundry. So, see y'all in a little bit. Say hi, Penelope. Say hi, Mama. Hi. All right, laundry is done. I just need to take these towels to the washroom, but I think I'm gonna just switch out the towels that are in the bathroom, put those in the dirty clothes so we can have clean, fresh towels. So I'm gonna just put them on my husband's side of the bed for now so that I can get into bed. My back is starting to hurt. Let's finish up Magnolia Parks and we'll go from there. I just finished Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home. I gave it 4 stars. There were parts of the book that was really slow for my liking that I didn't always appreciate, but the storyline is great. The ending left with a significant cliffhanger, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading the last 2 books to figure out what's going on. I do know, I believe from what I've heard on BookTube, that there is a 6th book coming out, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not rushing to finish the series because there are other series that I would like to read. So speaking of which, I still need to finish my prompts for my TBR jar. So I believe that there are just 2 more. I'm working on one. I'm working on a read a historical fiction, so I'm reading Harlem Rhapsody as opposed to The Nightingale, and as opposed to, what did I pick? Picked something else. I'm also reading, I'm still reading Phantasma. I'm still going to read Throne of Glass, and I believe those are 3 books that I need to finish reading in order to complete the challenge per se. But there are other books that I would like to read. I got Lightlark from the library. I got Done and Dusted by Lila Sage from the library. And then there are a couple more books that I need to pick up from the library as well. We got quite a bit of reading to do. So I'm about to go ahead and finish putting in my review for Magnolia Parks 1 to Fable. I updated my Goodreads. Now I need to update Fable. And then I think I'm going to start working on Phantasma. That's pretty much what I have as far as tasks for now. But in the meantime, it's time to get started with Phantasma.